Bam. What's good, William P? My peoples, my peoples, welcome to a special Saturday edition of Boxing for Breakfast, where you get your healthy dosage of sweet science early in the morning. That's how we doing it. That's how we doing it. It's 10 in the morning in Dominican Republic, nice and early. We're going to talk about what's been going on in the sport of boxing. We're going to talk about what's been going on with Terrence Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, who's going to be fighting next week, by the way. We 7 days away, my peoples, from Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, a historic showdown. Right there, right around the corner. Mr. KO, he's too small. That's what they've been saying. That's what they've been saying. Age of 17, just came in to say hi, I'm at work. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you dropping in. That's what I'm talking about. Apparently, Terrence Crawford is too small. He too little. Okay. That's very interesting. He too little. Damn. That's the biggest little dude I ever seen, yo. I don't think I ever seen a little dude looking like that. So so tell me more, my peoples, about how he too little. Brascarab, greeting from main streets of North Omaha, Nebraska. Salute, family. Bam. There you go, bro. Your man's in them right here from Nebraska too. And they saying he too little. Do he look too little? I'm gonna tell y'all something real funny about that. Some of the same people who say he was too little are now saying that he gained too much weight and he got too much muscle. Mr. KO, they talk about Gamboa, but get mad when we talk about Canelo getting rocked by Cotto and getting the brakes beat off of him by Bivol and getting made to look like a Burger King second shift janitor by Floyd. Underrated Will. He got the tools, but Canelo different. Brascarov, corn-fed, and hand-spanked. Underrated Will. You see Devin looking rocked up. Yeah, but Devin never been a power puncher. Devin never been somebody who out there just knocking people out. So there's a difference. Crawford, look at the knockout. Look at the knockout percentage in his resume. Been a knockout artist. Been stopping people. Stopped undefeated fighters. Stopped world champions. Been doing it. So I think it's a little bit unfair, at least unfair, to compare with Devin Haney. Who, is a great boxer, but not a puncher, never been. Mr. KO, Devin Pillowfist Haney, Shakur his harder. Damn, come on now. We're gonna compare Devin Haney's power to Terrence Crawford. Look, I'm gonna tell you what's the funniest thing about this. We gotta do a study on this. How is it that people, the same people who were saying that Crawford is too small, are now saying that all the muscles that he got and that didn't do nothing for AJ. Look at AJ and what happened to him. Did you really go from saying he's too small to comparing him to a big ass heavyweight? How how moronic and contradictory is that? How much more can someone contradict themselves? By saying somebody's too small and then right afterwards comparing them to AJ, who's mad big. Brascarov, I'm realistic. One punch can change the fight, but I got Terrence Bud Crawford. Me too. Look, in boxing, anything can happen. But if we say one punch can change a fight, that goes either way. Because people have this false belief that Terence Crawford cannot hurt Canelo, or that Canelo, well, he didn't get hurt by these guys, so he cannot be hurt by Crawford, which is actually a dumb point of view. What somebody else was or wasn't able to do against a fighter is irrelevant in that fight. Incoherent. That's why I'm not, I only say that Canelo got his ass whooped by Floyd and by Bivol and even by Lara. Because, okay, if you want to bring up guys who Crawford beat, who Gamboa wobbled him 10 years ago, and I don't know how many weight classes down, like, you should have known that wasn't a good argument after you made it when he was fighting Errol. People literally made that same argument when he was fighting Errol. Oh, imagine, look what Gamboa did to him. Imagine what Errol's gonna do. Oh, Errol's gonna hurt him. What happened? And by the way, last week I watched the fight with Crawford and Errol. And I watched it with you guys. I played it for you guys. Errol landed some big shots on Crawford throughout. Never dropped him, never hurt him. So how did that Gamboa outcome help Errol? It didn't help him. How did it help Madrimov? How did it help any other fighters who Crawford fought that landed big punches? It didn't help him at all. So to bring it up is just another level of goofballery, to be honest. Like, it don't even make sense to bring it up. It's beyond incoherent. But y'all know how it is, man. It's about the hate for Crawford and always trying to diminish what he does, always trying to look for a negative angle. According to some people, he ain't fight nobody, he ain't beat nobody. But that's usually because either you don't like Crawford or you don't know shit about boxing. It's just one or the other. Just no getting around it. If you look at the resume, if Crawford, without him fighting Canelo, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer right now, right this very moment, right now. But if you don't know shit about boxing, you can sit there and try to diminish every single one of his opponents. Oh, now this guy's not that good. Oh, now that this guy did this. Oh, now that guy is that. Come on, people. There you go. Okay. Don't let it go to the floor. Mr. KO, 7 days away. The end of Canelo's era. 7 days, man. 7 days. Look, I'm going to be honest. Canelo is such a popular fighter that losing to Crawford is not going to take that popularity away from him. It's just going to boost Crawford's popularity, but Canelo's going to be Canelo. He's still going to be that guy who's so popular. Victor J, but has to be on performance. Oh my God, yo, Victor J. Victor J, for you to start that way, you're gonna need a break. You're gonna need 24 hours because you're the fake narrative spreader. See, when you're a fake narrative spreader, you need a timeout. Stuff that you make up out of thin air and you want to spread it as a narrative, you need a timeout for that. Fake narrative spreaders get a timeout, Victor J. But you go watch. Mr. KO, we don't want to hear that, Victor. That Victor's going to be on timeout. We're not going to be hearing him. We're going to have to do the fake narrative spreading in another channel. That's what happened. Brascarell, the way he finished Porter on sight says it all. But what happened? They diminished Porter. Porter, who's 2 years younger than Crawford, was washed. And you know what's the funny thing about that fight? When they say, oh, Porter was washed, watch the fight, and his punch output was identical to his output when he beat other champions. Porter was being himself out there. Nobody could say that. Oh, look, Porter was slow. And he got beat because he just wasn't there. Bro, the guy was winning rounds. He was doing good. Come on now. Mr. KO, nah. You should have let him yap. Nah, people yap all the time, but the fake narratives, nah, I ain't got time for that shit. You gonna go spread the fake narrative somewhere else. We not doing that over here, bro. Fake narrative spreaders, they're gonna be going on break. They're gonna be meeting in that room. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to come up with a better argument than spreading a fake narrative, than making some shit up out of thin air. No, I'm not buying that. Not buying that. They mad because they see Crawford not looking like James Toney when he moved up to heavyweight, and he looking more ready to make history. The funny thing is, Mr. KO, that there was some goofball telling me, yo, you don't understand because you don't know how the physique works. And at that way, he's going to be chubby and he's going to have a belly. You're going to look dumb. And now, yo, goofball already changed to he's too big. He got too big. That's going to affect him. Watch. He's going to be too big and slow. And all those muscles, how the AJ look with all those muscles? This motherfucker went from Crawford was too little to he's too big. Mr. KO, no shade to Tony, but they thought Crawford was probably going to be bloated and out of shape since he's too small. You know what's funny about that? I'm going to look for the video. I predicted this, my brother. I said, as they get closer to the fight and people start seeing them, they're going to understand it. They're going to understand that, wait a minute, this guy's not smaller. In fact, I said the moment they meet up and face to face, you're gonna see. The moment they meet up, you're gonna see that Canelo's not the giant, not much bigger. Jay, yo, you don't find his body strange at all? Okay, what do you find strange about his body, Jay? You tell me. Breast up, butt looking AI, good. I mean, damn. Mr. KO, Crawford ain't bulk right now. He's shredded down. And listen, light shit. But ready right now. No. Listen. Right now, Crawford is probably like 7, 8 pounds still over. So he's gonna look leaner come fight night. Not necessarily, but when we see him for the win, both of them, that's what I've been trying to tell everybody. Canelo's not gonna look mad big in front of him like they thought. I said this months ago, and now they starting to see it. J.O., he is Jack. You gotta remember, J.O., this guy's been walking around in the 180s for the past like 8, 9 months. Running, working out, sparring with middleweights and even with cruiserweights. This guy's been doing it this whole year like that. Big. And now you gotta understand, he goes into cutting weight from 185, 186 to 168 on some eating fish, eating fucking boiled egg, eating salad, eating chicken breast, and running and training, cutting down in weight from 185. How the hell you thought this guy was gonna look, bro? This guy's an athlete. Crawford's been an athlete his whole life. I've been trying to tell you guys he was gonna look like that. Said it a long time ago. That's why I'm gonna look for that video and I'm gonna repost it. Now I'm getting the satisfaction to once again say that's why I'm Jay Stradamus, my people. I tell you shit is gonna happen, and then when it happens, I can just go back, get the receipt, and show it to you, and be like, "Look, I said it. I said this is exactly what was gonna happen." People thought Canelo was a giant, Crawford this little guy. That was gonna be the narrative, and then when they finally go face to face, y'all was gonna see that they're about the same size. All that stuff about two weight classes is in your head. Because you're just thinking about the number. You're not thinking about the physique. Canelo Alvarez is a small 168 pounder. He's not a big dude. Braskarov, even 10 pounds over, is nothing for him to cut. Yeah, he could be 7, 10 pounds, but my point is that he's still over. So when he get to the weight, this guy's gonna look like Bruce Lee out there. Remember Bruce Lee when he used to flex? That's how Crawford gonna be looking. Braskarov, honestly, Bud looked drained at 154. Jay is in the house. Good morning, Jay Smith. I'm here. Let's go. Hit the like button, everyone. I don't know. Honestly, I felt he looked good at 154. It's just that obviously it's a whole different body right now that he's in. Because look at him, bro. It's two weight classes above, and not just two weight classes above. They went into the 180s. That's why I try to tell everybody. They spoke about this fight like Terrence Crawford was sitting around at 154. And a couple of weeks before the fight, he was just gonna start eating a lot and gain the weight. Yo, I had somebody tell me that Crawford was so small that he might not make 168, that he might show up at 165, 166, or something like that. Let that sizzle in your spirit. To that person, he couldn't even go up to 168. I responded to him with a screenshot of Terrence Crawford standing on a scale weighing 185. That was like 3 months before the fight. Like 3 months before the fight, he was weighing 185. And way before that, he just let it be known. Look where I'm at. But that's why he been weighing. And I didn't even get a response. My man said, yo, Crawford, he's too little, man. He won't even be able to make 168. I sent him a screenshot. Look, yo, bro, Bud is weighing 185 right now. I didn't even get a response, my people. I'm still waiting for that response. That was like 3 months ago. JJ's in the house, in the building. Braskarov. That's where he walked around at. No. But he wasn't just walking around because he was training at that weight. So normally, if you're walking around in the 180s and you train, you're gonna drop weight, right? You're gonna go into the 170s, 160s because of that training. But he didn't. He bulked up and was training for months and months, weighing that amount, gaining muscle, burning fat, gaining muscle. He never lost weight during that time in the 180s, pumping iron. Bro, this guy, his physique is off the charts. This is an athlete at the highest level. But they'll find out next week. We only got 7 more days to go. Mr. KO, Canelo won't be able to adjust to Crawford jab or style. I bet a mill that sparring session with Ennis ain't gonna make a difference. Just because they switch hitters don't mean they have the same style. Look, I think that it could help Crawford, help Canelo a bit, just because he's getting angles from both sides from the same fighter, someone who's changing mid rounds. So I think that could help. Because I tell you what, as somebody who boxed, I felt it extremely uncomfortable when I was sparring with somebody and they will go southpaw on me mid round. It's like I got to make an adjustment mentally. Okay, now the jab is coming from this side. Now his lead foot is on this side. Now we stepping on each other's toes. So if you're not, if you're not at that level like those guys, that's something that can disrupt you. I know Canelo's at the highest level, but still somebody, switching on you mid round or sitting down as a southpaw and getting up as an orthodox fighter, that could be disruptive. So I think Boots being there benefits him in a way, but it's not gonna get him the W. Still getting his ass whooped. Braskarov, I wrestled in high school in Nebraska. Canelo gonna find out about hip elevation and leveraging. Bro, listen. I've been trying to explain to people. Terrence Crawford Terrence Crawford is a strong fighter, but he's a strong dude. He got he got that country strength back. He got that country strength, bro. Strong dude. And the thing is that he's always been. Give me a second. Yep. What happened? Hold on, my people. Vete para allá, vete para allá, vete para allá. ¿Qué fue lo que ella hizo?
Ya te paró.
Ah, se paró, ok.
Y ella te tendió conmigo como si fuera un bebé.
So, again, my peoples. Hold on, man. I got a situation over here. Come over here. I got a situation over here. Hold her. Hold her over there, right? That's it. That situation is handled. Shit, piece of shit. JJ's in the house. Crawford is going to show everyone what's up. Brass girl. Good morning, Ryan. Have a good day. Yeah, he over there playing with his little chihuahua. Hold on, my people. Let me set up shop over here. Again, my peoples, the whole narrative about how Terrence Crawford is so small and Canelo's huge. Listen, that should have been debunked and over with after the first face-off. Once Crawford and Canelo face each other off and you saw him like that, there's no way that you should have felt like Canelo's too big for him. We watched him, bro. Come on now. J.O., I hope WADA and VADA are being used. VADA is being used. J.O., drug testing has to be taken seriously. I mean, drug testing is being taken seriously. We've already seen it. I find it odd that, you only really bringing that up because of Crawford. I find it odd, but I'm hoping that you're also taking into account that Canelo tested positive twice and served a suspension. So, testing has to be taken seriously, especially for Canelo, who's a known PED user. Let's put that out there, so let's put that out there, buddy. My man said, nah, steroids got to be taken seriously. Of course. We got a steroid user climbing the ring in Canelo Alvarez. Brastorov, of course. We know Canelo a cheater. We'll just put that out there. We know who been busted, right? We know who tested positive. Right, J.O.? We know who served a 6-month suspension. But we know. That's the funny thing about Crawford haters. They forgot who served a 6-month suspension and who got their ass whooped twice in the ring. J.O. Canelo cleared himself. Yeah, 6-month suspension. Come on, you brought the hair follicle? Come on, bro. The hair follicle? Look, I'm going to tell you like this. J.O., I'm going to have to give it to you on that one. Right? But if you want to go at me with some actual facts that I'm going to respect, you're holding me to it and I'm going to hold myself to it. If you give me some actual facts and I'm going to respect it, then you have to respect the fact that Terrence Crawford never tested positive, never been involved, never touched anything that suggests that he's guilty of anything. So you can't hold Canelo to one standard and hold Crawford to a different one, J.O. Come on, man. Let's keep the same energy. I know about the hair follicle test. I can make an argument against it, but I'm going to respect it. But if I respect that, you also have to respect Terrence Crawford and the fact that he never been involved in nothing. This guy been a great athlete his whole life. This guy been a gym rat. This guy been not even a fight lined up, bro, and the guy be sparring and running and doing all the like he ready to fight. So we have all the reasons in the world to believe that Terrence Crawford is a legitimate natural athlete performing at the highest level. You can't have one energy for Canelo and a different one for Crawford. Because then that's what I do, I return fire with fire. If you hit me with facts, I respect it, and I'm like, yeah, I know about that. But then if you pull a funny move, then I'm gonna pull a funny move because I'm gonna hit you with facts too. JJ's in that blame the carne asada, Brascarol, hair coloring can beat the follicle test. Come on, man. Well, he didn't do any hair coloring, but he has a color of hair that affects the hair follicle test. His natural color hair affects the hair follicle test. Mr. Ko, Oscar Valdez, Ryan Garcia, Jaime Munguia, Francisco Rodriguez recently tested positive for banned substances in separate incidents. What do they all have in common? Eddie Reynoso. Just like Canelo Alvarez. Those are facts. Those are facts. Just leave her there. Let her rest. She's tired. Yeah? Yeah, that's a doggy. Munguia was cleared. Yes, recently he was cleared. That's Munguia. What do you got to say about Oscar Valdez? What do you got to say about Ryan Garcia? What do you got to say about Francisco Rodriguez? What do you got to say about all the other fighters where Eddie Reynoso got popped? Eddie Reynoso didn't know nothing. It's just a matter of fact, Jo. I asked you one question. Name me one boxing coach who's had just three of his fighters pop dirty. One. Because Eddie had like 6, 7 fighters pop dirty at this point. So I'm asking you, just name me one coach who had 3 fighters pop dirty. I don't even think you could name somebody that had 2 fighters pop dirty. So what do you think about that, Jo? That a lot of fighters in Eddie Reynoso camp keep popping dirty. What's your take on that? Because that's the thing. If you point at Crawford, who never popped dirty, I'm wondering what's your take on all these people who did pop dirty. But that's Canelo's current coach, my guy. Come on, Jo. That's Canelo's current coach. So look at this. You will point at Crawford, well, he never done nothing. But with that side, you're like, well, I don't know. With just one coach, you don't know. That's all you got. Nothing suspicious. You don't think it's suspicious or strange or it looks like he might be involved. You just don't know. You gotta have the same energy, bro. If you start being suspicious about this guy who never been caught up in anything, why not be suspicious in this guy? Jo, Eddie Reynoso denied. Oh, so you don't believe he did anything because he denied? I don't know, bro, but I think in the history of boxing and in the history of sports, nobody has ever come out and say, yeah, that's true, man. I'm involved in steroids and I'm the one distributing. I don't think that's ever happened, bro. That's wicked stuff that you will say, well, he denied it. He denied it. Have you heard Crawford admit that he's doing anything wrong? Look at the difference. Your different energy. With Eddie Reynoso, he denied it, and I don't know. With Crawford, I don't know, man. He got to be up to something. Crawford is doing something wrong. Huh. So the guy with known PED users, you don't know. But the guy who's never been popped for anything, you're suspicious. It's a lot easier to say, look, I like these guys, so I always have a positive angle for them. I don't like these guys, so I always look for a negative spin to them. And that's it. You could just say that. I'm reading Victor Conte has supposedly undetectable steroids. The key word, undetectable. You hear spreading fake narratives. Do you think Conte should be in boxing? There's nothing wrong with him being in boxing. There's rules. If he's following the rules, there's no problem with it. You see the problem, Jo, with narrative spreading. Like you're clearly a narrative spreader, right? You don't need no facts and no evidence. You like to spread narratives to I don't know what you get out of degrading people, diminishing people, accusing people, attacking their credibility. I don't know what you get from it, brother. But narrative spreaders are easy to debunk because you never have any facts. Look at the key word that you say. He supposedly has, and I heard no credible source that you can cite, no credible link that you can say, just I heard. But you're not involved in boxing, right? So who the hell you heard it from? I don't even want to hear who you heard it from. Some goofball on social media who don't know shit about boxing that makes up narratives just like you, my brother. That's it. That's it right there. I heard Victor Conti. Now, you see how you heard something? I'm gonna tell you the facts, Jo. And I want you to respond to this. Victor Conti is a federal convict. You may know that since you read about Victor Conti, right? He's a federal convict. He went to federal prison. Are you aware of that? I want to make sure. Are you aware, Jo, that Victor Conti went to federal prison? So, in case you are aware, the Balco case, there you have it for steroids. There you have it, a Balco case. The clear, the cream, Barry Bonds, good stuff. So, what you're suggesting is, or what you want to believe, is that a guy went to federal prison for distributing steroids, served time, came out as a federal convict, and immediately created another company so that he could continue to distribute steroids. And he's been distributing steroids undetected for the last I don't know how many years. That's what you're suggesting, and that's what you would like to believe. Now that's a beautiful movie. That's a very interesting movie. But I want to tell you, Jo, that in real life, if you're a federal convict and you come out under the federal microscope and you go around the same kind of thing that you was doing to do the same thing that you was doing, it's not going to take very long before you're back in jail. It's not going to take very long at all. So to suggest that he's just been doing the same shit undetectable, that's like, that's movie stuff. Nobody believes that but the narrative spreaders. You guys that like to spread fake narratives. But everybody that's going by the real world, what's happening in real life, is not even talking about that. That's the way that you guys are making up the excuse. When Terrence Crawford whooped that ass, you already got your excuse on fleek. You already got your excuse ready to go. That's it. Your excuse is ready to go. Because what you don't understand, look what you're saying, boxing is the Wild Wild West. But guess what, Jo? Boxing has nothing to do with the federals, with the FBI. What does boxing has to do with the FBI? Don't you understand? The steroids are illegal and he's a convicted felon. Served federal time. What are you talking about? Boxing is. Don't you understand that the law, the FBI, has absolutely nothing to do with boxing authorities? That they are the one that have you on the microscope once you serve time in the. Or what? Let me ask you a question, Jo. Do you think that the FBI called the sanctioning bodies? Yo, can y'all let us know what's going on? Is this guy behaving? You think that's how the FBI work? Because, just in case if you don't know, when you've been in FBI, you serve time and you're around the same environment, there's such thing as surveillance, there's such thing as wiretapping, there's such thing. They keep an eye on you, bro. I don't know if you just think that Victor Conti came out of federal prison. Woo-hoo! Let me keep selling steroids. Like, yo, that you can't even write a movie like that, bro. You can't even write a Hollywood script where somebody get out of federal time and go back to doing the same thing that they were doing, but this time they get away with it. You can't even write a Hollywood script like that, bro. Come on now. Brass around. Once the feds get you, they on your ass. You imagine how delusional, how much hate you gotta have for Terrence Crawford to try to say that Victor Conti has gotten away with distributing steroids under the federal microscope for I don't know for God knows how long. Somebody's gonna join us to talk this talk right here. We gotta talk this talk, man. Real shit. Bam!
What's good?
The Hydra grinders in the building. Salute my
Jay
brother.
Smith, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. What's up with you?
I'm good, man. I'm glad to be here on the Box Center Family Boxing for Breakfast, the best boxing show on YouTube.
Yo, you finally here, bro. It's a long time
Finally.
in the making, man.
Yeah, finally here, man. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this. I've been preparing, I've been training, I've been in training camp.
You've been in training camp. You ready for the smoke?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, man. So what we
Look,
talking about? So we're talking about Victor Conte and all that, a lot of things like that.
well, let me and you gonna get into that, but first,
Yeah,
I want to talk about the fact that we've seen the new image of Terrence Crawford, looking
yeah,
big, looking strong. So
yes.
now the narrative is that he's too big and too strong, and he gained too much weight.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
What I make of that is that this is Terrence Crawford's biggest fight ever, and he's moving up in weight, and he doesn't need like to cut like do those like strict weight cuttings and all of that. So obviously he is going to be in the best shape of his life. So I'm not surprised about that. And what I think about it, I think about you remember Deontay Wilder when he was about to fight Tyson Fury. Yo, he was a beast. He looked like Hulk. And what happened? He got knocked the fuck out.
Now,
So,
I gotta
like,
respond to that. Hold on.
yeah,
Let me respond to that real quick.
go ahead.
Let me respond to that.
Yeah.
Why would we compare Deontay Wilder with
Mm.
his skill set or lack thereof to
Yeah.
Terrence Bud Crawford? That's not even
Okay.
fair, bro. Because right now you're only taking the weight, but you're not using the fighter as a reference.
Okay, but would you consider Roy Jones a fighter that would be uh, in the same conversation as Terrence Crawford? Would
Okay,
that be
yeah.
a
That's fair.
okay?
That's fair.
All right. So Roy Jones, yo, he's been in tremendous shape. Like let's say when he fought Tarver, yo,
Okay.
he looked like a monster, and I was like, yo, Roy Jones about to get him this time because he looks totally in
But
shape, and
Tara
then
was the
boom.
young hungry lion, though. Come on
Yeah.
now, you
Okay.
see.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's what I'm telling you. It's not a fair comparison. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Tara's bigger than Roy Jones, bro. He's taller, he's
Hmm.
longer. Bam, bam,
Okay.
feeding Roy Jones that leather. In
Yeah.
this case, Terrence Crawford is the taller, longer guy.
Yeah. But I think that since Crawford like he's gaining a lot of confidence, and I think he's probably thinking like, yo, I look big and strong, and I can probably go toe to toe with this guy. So maybe, and to be able to prove, because he's been like, if you look at all his interviews lately, he's been saying like, oh, people say I'm small, but I can take a punch. I'm sparring with bigger guys. I can take a punch. I can take a punch. So I think maybe he's gonna have that little like chip in his mind saying like, yo, I gotta prove that I can take a punch. Something like a little bit like Shakur did with Cepeda, that Shakur didn't box like Shakur usually box. He took a little bit more not damage because he wasn't damaged at all, but more risk to be able to prove that yo, I can fight in the pocket and all that. So I think maybe Crawford's gonna be like, yo, I gotta prove that I can take a
Yo,
shot.
yo,
And when he take that shot, when he takes
forget
that
what you
shot,
think.
Jay Smith.
Yo, forget what you think. I'm gonna tell you what it is, because you
Yeah.
telling me what you think Crawford gonna be like.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell
okay,
you
let
like
me
this.
know.
I'm gonna tell you like
What do you
this.
think's gonna happen? Yeah.
Bud Crawford is gonna
Hmm.
be the most focused we've ever seen him. This is gonna be
Yeah, agreed.
This is gonna be an Errol Spence type of performance. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that he's gonna dominate Canelo in the same fashion that he
Hmm.
dominated Errol. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you is that he's number one, never
Hmm.
gonna just stay in front of Canelo for too long. And number two, he's not gonna run like he didn't run versus Arrow. What he's gonna use is the angles. He's gonna use the lateral movement. He's gonna use the step back. Look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you
Hmm.
like this, my peoples. Watch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna time myself. I'm gonna put myself on a timer. And then I'm gonna put you on a timer.
Okay. To respond.
Then I'm gonna put you on a timer. Watch
Yeah.
this, my people. Everybody's present. Y'all see what's going on out here. Look, in 1 minute, in exactly 1 minute, I'm
Hmm.
gonna tell you how Terrence Crawford is gonna beat Canelo Alvarez.
Okay.
In
Go
one
ahead. Yeah.
minute.
I want to hear this.
In 1 minute. That's all it takes because it's easy
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
Watch this, my peoples. Check this out. Look. Wait. I'm gonna put it bigger. There you go. It's at 50. Matter of fact, I don't need a minute. I got 59 seconds.
Okay.
Check this out. Check it out. Check it out.
Okay. Go ahead.
Boom. Between round one and round number three, Terrence
Hmm.
Crawford is going to lead the show. Why? Because Canelo's going to take some time to
Hmm.
adjust to that long jab that Terrence Crawford is going to keep in his face. Canelo's going to eat punches trying to get on the inside. That jab is going to control the first 3 rounds. After that, Canelo is going to get in his rhythm and is going to have some success with the left hooks to the body, which he loves. But that success is going to be limited because of Crawford's footwork and able to control the distance. So between round 3 and 8, Canelo is going to be competitive. 3 and 9, he's going to be
Hmm.
competitive. They're going to split rounds. So it's going to be more of a chess match than what people think. And then for the championship rounds, Terrence Crawford already controlled everything. Now he understands everything. He's timing Canelo, using his work. He's controlling him, and it's a comfortable, unanimous decision with 2 seconds to go, my brother.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
So here's how it's gonna
Hold on,
play
hold on,
out.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah.
start you
Put
from
the
the
timer.
beginning.
Put the timer. Yeah.
You get in your whole minute, so you don't say you got cheated.
Yeah. All right. Three,
Five,
two,
four,
one.
three, two, one, go.
All right, so here's how it's gonna play out. So obviously, Crawford has high IQ. He's faster. He has a better ability and like than better boxing abilities than Canelo. I'm not gonna lie, but Canelo, yo, he has a bunch of fights. He's fought elite level fighters with the same level of IQ. Like let's say Gennady Golovkin, yo, he's knocked out heavyweight, light heavyweights, all of that. Like it all adds up, and I think the speed with Crawford taking on so much weight, and yo, Canelo's a body snatcher. He's a body snatcher. He's gonna slow him down, so the speed will not be a factor at all in this game plan. And as I said, I think Crawford's coming in trying to prove something, trying to prove a point, and that's where it's gonna make a big mistake, man.
Your time is up. Okay, Hydro Grind. Look, you
Yeah.
put together a good argument, but I'm
Hmm.
telling you,
Cause,
I,
'cause- sorry to cut you off, man. When you think about it, what is the fight that Crawford, like everyone talks about Crawford being like, oh, that was his like his best performance and blah blah blah, is the Errol Spence fight. That's the only fight that people really talk about as a dominant performance, like with a big name and all of that. But yo, you look at Canelo's box rec, yo, I could pull up his box rec. Yo, it's Hall of Famers, bro. It's full of Hall of
okay,
Famers.
okay. But how did
It's
that
a
help him?
difference.
Look at this. How did that help him against Dimitri Bivol?
Okay.
Got his ass whooped.
But here's the
Whooped.
difference, Jay Smith. Here's the
Tell
difference.
me the difference. Go ahead.
Bivol, yo, he's a light heavyweight.
Okay. So what?
He's
So
a light
what? So
heavyweight. So
what are you
here's the thing.
suggesting by that? Wait,
What I'm
wait. What are you?
suggesting is that,
But what are you
uh,
suggesting by him being a light heavyweight?
okay, here's the thing. I think that Crawford will box like Bivol
Wait. You
box.
segue. You segue
No,
out of
no,
my
but
question
I'm
though.
getting there.
You
I'm
pointed
getting
out
into
that
the light
Bivol is a
light
light
heavyweight thing.
heavyweight. What are you
Yeah, yeah.
suggesting
I'm gonna
by
tell
that?
you why. Because I am pretty sure that Terence Crawford will box like Bivol boxed against Canelo, which means jab, move, angles, everything you mentioned
But we're
in your
talking
1 minute.
about Bivol.
But
We're
but
talking about Bivol and Canelo though. You saying
yeah,
Bivol
but
beat
wait,
him because he's a
yeah,
light heavyweight.
yeah. Because
What are you
listen,
suggesting by that?
here's the difference. When Bivol hit Canelo with that jab, it's a difference because of the power of the light heavyweight. Even if Canelo has a solid chin,
let me
He
respond to
had
that,
to
man. Let me
respect them
respond to
more.
that. Let me
But
let
no,
me
he ain't
respond
gonna
to that
respect the
cap.
welterweight.
Let
He
me
ain't gonna
respond to
respect the
that cap.
welterweight.
Hold on. I gotta respond to yo. That shit is straight cap. That shit is straight cap. And I'm gonna show you that that's cap, bro. Dimitri Bivol has a whopping total of 12 knockouts in his entire boxing career, professional boxing career.
True.
Dimitri Bivol has never been known as a power puncher. And you're talking
Yeah.
about he hurting Canelo with his jab, a guy with 12 knockouts? Stop. He didn't even
Yo,
hurt Canelo
you
with it.
got okay. You
He
got
could
me there.
he
You
could have
got
hurt
me
Canelo.
there.
Bro, he could have hurt Canelo with the right hand. He gonna hurt him with the jab.
Okay. You
so
got me
so
there. You got
so
me
watch
there.
this. So watch this.
Yeah.
If we watch that fight, and I'm gonna ask you the question, you tell me.
Mhm.
At any point in the fight, was Bivol clinching or using his weight excessively on Canelo?
No.
Okay. At any point in that time, can you say that Bivol
Yeah.
was bullying Canelo by like holding his neck, pushing him around, leaning him,
No.
doing shit
No.
like that?
Because I think you can't bully Canelo.
Right?
And I think that
So wait a minute, so
Crawford,
wait a
since
minute.
he's a wrestler, he's gonna try
Okay,
to come in there and bully him
okay.
because he's
But
gonna
what I'm
try.
trying to
Yo,
show
he has a point to prove.
hold on. But what I'm trying to show you is what I'm trying to show you
Hmm.
is that Dimitri Bivol beat Canelo because he simply outboxed him. His weight
Yeah.
had no bearing on that W because he
True.
just outboxed him. Right? What you
Okay.
saying
Well,
about
but
Terrence
how about
Crawford? You know what
Lara?
Terrence Crawford? I want you to listen to what Terrence Crawford said. They
Hmm.
asked him, "How you gonna beat Canelo?"
Hmm.
And he said, "I'm gonna beat him however I have to beat him. I'm gonna do whatever. Nobody's gonna tell me how I'm gonna
Yeah.
fight." When Turkey was saying that he wanted them to go toe to toe and break their heads and all that
Hmm.
stuff, he said, "Nobody's gonna tell me how to win.
True.
I'm gonna win however I have to." And he's been consistent with that. He's
Yeah.
always maintained, "I'll do whatever
Yeah.
I
And I
gotta
think
do."
that's what he's gonna do.
So
I think
so
that's what he's gonna
he
do.
he is gonna prove himself, but he's not gonna prove himself by trying to do rock'em sock'em robots or trying to just
Yeah, but man,
nah.
because
He's gonna
there's so
outbox
much
Canelo, show that he's better.
the
He's
thing
gonna
is that there's so much at stake, and there's so much like if Crawford pulls this off, he's already in the history books, but this will be like tremendous. So like I think it's a lot of pressure, man. It's a lot of pressure, and that's
it's a
another
lot of
factor.
pressure on both
That's
fighters
another
though.
factor. In how many mega fights has Crawford been? Like the lights,
But how many
that
had
arena.
Bebo been? But how many had Bebo been before whooping Canelo? Zero.
Yeah, but yo, igual es un
Zero.
ruso, tú sabes cómo son los
Most of
rusos.
the people, look, most of the people riding Bebo nuts didn't even
Yeah.
know him before he fought Canelo.
Okay, yeah, true. But
Most of the people riding on his nutsack like, oh, Bebo,
yeah,
they
it
didn't
is
even
true.
know
No,
him.
nobody
They
even
didn't
know
even know
before.
him. Oh,
That is very true.
but I can show you
Mhm.
endless examples of the guy with the lesser resume whooping the guy who has more in it. That
Yeah,
happens all the time
yeah,
in
it
boxing,
happens.
bro.
It's boxing. It's boxing, so it
Especially when
happens.
you're coming up, when you're the one
Mhm.
that's fighting the more accomplished guy. That happens all the time in boxing. The
Yeah,
resume is not gonna win for you.
but the thing, you know what's the thing for me is that I don't see like a clear path to victory for Crawford. Like every time I hop on, like I look at lives or I look at interviews and things like that, people are talking about because he destroyed Spence, but it's a totally different fighter. Oh, because Crawford is faster, but yo, he's moving up in
No,
weight. It's
but let
not
me
good.
say
And
something.
Crawford didn't look fast at all against Madrimov, bro.
Let me say something. Is that it's the style that
At
he
all.
fought. What you're not seeing is that he fought different. He stood there, went toe to
Mhm.
toe with this guy. He
12
didn't
rounds.
box him. He didn't box, but he didn't box him.
Mhm.
He
Yeah, no.
went right there with him, stood there and ate punches that he normally doesn't eat.
But what Crawford are we gonna get? Are we gonna get that
But okay, that's
type
what
of
I'm trying to
Crawford?
tell you. That Crawford is not gonna fight like that against Canelo Alvarez. I see it. If you don't see
Mhm.
it, then on
But
September
how
13th you
how
will.
how Crawford moving up in weight? Weight is weight. It's
Hold on.
heavy.
No, let's see the comments.
Yeah,
Mr.
let's see
KO,
the comment.
Paul Crawford puts up a better fight. Jail. But we know Bivol no pound for pound great. Bivol's not a pound for pound great, but he beat the shit out
Yo,
Canelo.
Bivol in my book, I got Bivol in my pound for pound.
He's a pound for pound fighter for sure.
Top 10. Maybe he's not number one, but top 10
For sure.
easy. Yeah.
For sure, Bivol's a pound for pound fighter. He might have gotten bumped out of the list. No, he's a pound for pound fighter, bro. He's a
Yeah,
pound for pound.
yeah, yes he is. Yes he
You can't
is.
have you can't have him out of the list.
No, it's impossible,
Mr.
man.
K,
It's
all three
impossible.
of them. All right, so what you trying to say? Ask me the same question after the 13th. Man, I'm trying to tell you. If
Okay,
we
no,
think about it, the main narrative has been about size. He's big,
yeah,
he's strong. He's big,
but
he's
but
strong.
but if I put size aside, it's not only like in my the way I see it. It's not only about size. It's about
But all that
like
other stuff but
proven
all that other stuff.
greatness,
Let me show you.
proven greatness.
All that other stuff that you bringing up is
Mm.
a secondary argument because you're starting to see that the size
Yeah,
argument fell apart. That shit got
it,
debunked. Now
no,
you started seeing Crawford.
'cause-
Ooh, you're like, oh shit, the size is not really what I thought it was. I need to figure
no,
something else out.
man.
So now
No,
you bring the side arguments into it to still hold on to your faith.
yeah.
He gonna get his
Okay,
ass
but here's the
whooped.
thing. Do you think Crawford now, since he's big and buff, can he knock out Canelo? No, right?
Yes,
Jay Smith.
yes.
He's a welterweight, man.
Well, you see, there you go.
Yo,
The
Jay
guy is
Smith.
a reigning
Jay
154 champion, and
Smith.
you calling him a welterweight.
No, but yo, but for real, like,
Come on, man.
but
Why you don't
can
call
Crawford?
Canelo a
So
154 pounder?
Crawford
That's
can knock out
what. Wait.
Canelo.
Let me ask you a question. Why
Yeah,
you don't? Let me ask you a question. How come you don't call Canelo a welterweight? He started his career at 147.
that's the difference because it's been years since that. And talking about years,
It's been 2 years since Crawford fought at welterweight.
yeah, but
That's
Crawford doesn't fight
years.
a lot,
But
which
that's
is
also
another
years.
factor.
But that's
It's
also
another factor.
years.
Yo, he
Raise
never
the bar
fights.
again. Yeah,
Crawford never fights. And he's gonna fight a guy that fights twice a year
bro.
in mega fights,
Let me
super
ask you a question.
events.
Let me ask you a question. How do you never fight and end up with 41 fights? I don't
Yeah,
understand
no,
it.
because at the beginning, but look, let me pull up his box rate. Last fights, um, Canelo Alvarez,
Yeah, but last how
2025.
many fights? Last how many
Yo,
fights you gonna do?
like before
Look
before
at his
Majimov,
entire welterweight run, which he
yeah,
stopped
yeah, he
everybody
was
there.
fighting. He was fighting regularly.
Okay then, but after that, it's only one fight with Bivol. So you say he's not fighting regularly with after one fight? After the welterweight division is one fight with Bivol, then what? That's it. You acting like his whole career he been inactive. Dude got 41
No,
fights in him.
but I think it's gonna play a factor, man. Still, like let's forget about the size difference. Let's talk about like, yo, just greatness in
You
general.
have
Like
no choice but to forget about the
that
size.
Hall of Fame roll call
Watch.
that Canelo has in his
Uh,
resume.
but we just
Um,
spoke about the fact that resumes don't win
let's
fights.
talk about chins. Has Crawford been wobbled?
Hold on. I
Has
want to show you
Crawford
something.
been wobbled?
Okay, I'm gonna answer this question with you. Was
I don't
Floyd?
know.
Wait. Was Floyd Mayweather wobbled by Zab Judah,
Mhm.
Shane Mosley, and Marcos Maidana? Three people wobbled Floyd. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely,
So what I'm trying to show you
yeah.
is that that's irrelevant. Getting wobbled don't mean shit. The
But
greatest of all time got wobbled.
Cause Mayweather, we're talking about the best fighter ever. He knew how
Got
to.
wobbled by three people.
He got
Wobbled.
wobbled, but he knew how to adapt to that.
And Crawford stopped the two guys
Crawford
that wobbled him. What are
has
you talking
adapted.
about?
Yeah, he has
He
adapted.
stopped Gumbo and stopped
But
Maximo.
yo, but yo,
Crawford, what?
Canelo pressure. Yo, Canelo, yo, he sees blood and he goes.
And Crawford sees blood. He goes too. What you think? What do you
Oh
think
man,
about that knockout percentage? What are we talking
yeah,
about,
no,
bro?
knockout percentage. But what's the opposition? Is it tougher opposition than Canelo?
Okay, let's
Has
talk about it.
Crawford fought better
I'm asking
fighters
you a
than
question.
Canelo?
Hold on. I'm asking you a question. You say what's the opposition, right?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Look at Jo saying Canelo at 15 was fighting 30-year-old men, sleeping them. Exactly, bro.
Está bien. That's
Exactly.
so
It's
good.
experience. It's
That's so good.
opposition.
That's so
Because
good.
I can build a 40 and 0 record.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You probably know this, but Gamboa, you know that he was an
Yeah,
Olympian,
Gamboa,
right?
Gamboa.
An
Yeah, yeah,
Olympian. Okay.
yeah,
Crawford stopped him.
yeah,
Know that, right? Okay.
yeah,
Crawford stopped Gamboa. Watch this. As a Dominican brother, do you know Felix Diaz?
yeah.
You know he's an
Olympic,
Olympic gold
Olympian.
medalist, right?
Yeah, gold medalist.
And you know that he's a former world champion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have you know that when he had only one loss,
Mhm.
Terence Crawford stopped him.
Yeah, but Here's
Wait,
the
wait,
thing
wait,
with
wait.
Felix Diaz.
Time out, time out.
Okay, go ahead.
But you know him. You know that's an Olympic
Absolutely,
gold
because
medal.
I'm
Wait, wait,
Dominican.
wait. You know
But
that's an Olympic.
let's
But
ask the
wait, wait,
chat if
wait.
they know them.
Hold on. Are we talking about popularity or actual greatness and skills?
I know Felix Diaz because I'm
But you,
Dominican.
but you, but we're not talking popularity. We're talking about who he beat.
Oh,
He beat a
yeah.
champion.
But who did Felix Diaz fight? That's the
But,
thing.
but again, you're bringing up.
I'm bringing up resume, Jay Smith.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, go ahead.
You hold on. Give me a second. I'll get it right now. My son is not
Yeah,
playing around. He want his chihuahua, man. Give me a
yeah,
second. Let me get him his chihuahua,
yeah.
man. He
Get
don't
him the
want. He don't
dog.
want it. Wait.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it, man. There you go. Take your
Let me
chihuahua.
see. Comment. Keyword: He's adapted versus Canelo never adapted to Floyd Lara or Bivol.
So what was we at? What was I? My son.
You were saying Felix Diaz, which was
Yeah.
an
Okay.
Olympian gold medalist.
Okay. So watch this. So
Yeah,
this what I just want. Forget about popularity. I'm talking about
talent.
level
Yeah,
of
talent.
competition beating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So remember the first one I mentioned, undefeated Gamboa, Olympian.
Yeah,
Felix Diaz, Olympic gold
Olympian.
medalist with one loss.
Yes, sir.
Stopped him. He stopped him. Jeff Horn, who was coming off of beating Manny Pacquiao, 18-0,
Uh,
stopped
uh,
him. Stopped him.
ah,
Jose Benavides Jr., 27-0, stopped him.
mm-hmm.
Amir Khan, former world champion, multi-division world champion, stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
Kell Brook, former world champion, stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Porter, former world champion, stopped him.
Yeah.
Errol Spence, three belt reigning unified world champion,
Yeah. That's
stopped
his
him.
biggest
What are we
one.
talking about?
What I think is that
What are we talking about? I'm
Sean
trying to
Porter
show.
and
Look, look, look.
Spence, those
Look,
two.
I'm trying
Other
to
than
show
that,
you.
man, the other
Look,
ones.
look. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you that when I mention Errol Spence, Sean Porter,
Yeah.
Kell Brook, Amir Khan, and Gamboa,
Mm-hmm.
those five names, the only
Yeah.
way that you can make an argument against them is because you don't like Crawford, so you're trying to find a way to diminish him. No, 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 I'm not saying you.
Okay,
I'm not
what
saying
was
you.
Gamboa at his what was Gamboa's
He was
record?
undefeated and they fought at 130.
Undefeated?
Gamboa was undefeated at that time. They fought at 130. Crawford dished
Okay.
Gamboa his first out, bro.
Okay, está bien, está bien. But
Dished him his first out.
does that compare like those five fighters? Do they compare to Golovkin, Kovalev, Miguel Cotto,
Okay, okay,
Shane
okay. So look, look,
Mosley?
look. So I'm gonna play. Look,
Even
look,
Caleb
look.
Plant is
Time
better than
out.
some of those guys.
Time out. Time out. So I'm gonna do exactly what you guys do. Let's
Yeah,
go one by one. Give me
yeah.
a name.
Golovkin.
Golovkin was damn near 40 years old. He washed.
Nah, man,
First win.
come on.
Okay, watch this. First win. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. Thought he lost that fight. A lot of people thought he lost that first fight, and you know it's true. And
Okay,
then for the
Kovalev.
last fight, Golovkin was washed. He
Kovalev,
made
which was a light
Kovalev
heavyweight.
was definitely washed. This guy was like what 42, 43 years old.
He
Washed. Washed. He was on washing machine spin cycle, bro. This guy never won after that.
okay. What
Spin
about
cycle. Keep going.
Cotto?
Quarter, little as hell, and washed. Keep it going.
Man, so it's Terrence gonna
Yo,
be too
that's the
little?
first time. Listen, with Cotto, that was
Yeah,
the first time I'm playing devil's advocate, so you can see how
yeah,
easy it is.
yeah.
With Cotto, that was the first time when he fought Canelo that I
Mm.
saw him running around the ring and getting chased. Never seen that in my life. I was flabbergasted, bewildered, and perturbed at the same time, bro. I was besides myself. What
All
is
of that.
Cotto doing? What is going on? This
Yeah.
is forward running around the ring, Canelo. We
Okay.
was
What
talk,
about
yo, the lead up to that fight, we was like, yo, they it's gonna be fireworks. They're gonna kill each other.
yeah.
Cotto was on his bicycle all night long. Give me the next one.
Okay. Charlo.
Moving up two divisions.
But
Moving
and
up
what
two
is Crawford
divisions.
doing? What
Huh?
is Crawford doing?
Crawford's gonna make history. He's gonna do the same thing that
Okay. Let me
Roberto
see.
Duran did when he beat Sugar Ray Leonard ass after moving up twice. Two
Okay.
divisions.
Okay.
Same thing. And the
Amir
same thing that
Khan, who
Sugar Ray
got a
Leonard did
whooping.
to Marvin Hagler, moved up twice and whooped that ass. Crawford
Amir
gonna do the
Khan, who
same
got a
thing that's been done
whooping.
twice.
James Kirkland got whooped too. Austin Trout got whooped. Yo, this I'm
No,
looking
no.
at
Hold
yo
on.
for a
Listen to this.
second.
Listen to
No,
this.
listen,
Listen to
listen
this.
to this 1 second, cause I just got like it was crazy. Like for a second, my brain kind of messed up because I was looking at his resume and I had to
Brian
look
Romero.
up
Listen to what Brian Romero
to
said.
check that I was on box right because I thought I was like on a Hall of Fame list or something. It's
Look
crazy.
at Brian Romero. Brian Romero said no le gustan cuando le hacen lo mismo que los fighters están washed. Why? Because
Mm,
you will take Terrence Crawford's resume and say that
yeah,
his opponents was washed, and then
yeah.
Canelo for older guys, you like, look, he beat this guy. Kovalev is older than everybody in
Okay.
Crawford resume, bro.
Okay, so you would say that Canelo and Crawford have faced the same level of
No,
opposition.
no. Let me say this. Number one, Crawford has 60 wins. I
Hmm.
mean, Canelo has 60 wins, 60
Yeah.
something. Crawford has 40. So he has more wins, more
Hmm.
championship fights. He has a better resume.
Hmm.
He has a better resume. But I'm just
So he
telling you,
has faced
but I'm
tougher
telling you,
opposition.
but I'm telling you, he had a better resume than B-Boy and got his ass whooped. That's meaningless. To
Yeah.
bring up the resume in an assessment of who's gonna win the fight is meaningless because I could tell you a million examples of the guy with the lesser resume whooping the guy with the resume.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
meaningless, bro. That doesn't mean anything that he got a
Yeah.
resume.
But
And I'm also
still.
pointing out, look, and I'm also
Yeah.
pointing out that Crawford faced a lot of top level competition, a lot of champions, and
Yeah.
stopped them. So when people say
Yeah.
Crawford ain't fight nobody, that's simply because they don't know shit about boxing, bro. If somebody don't know shit about boxing, they got the luxury of saying that because you don't know shit.
Girl, you don't know shit about. Yeah, okay, but so there's no way in your mind that like the experience like in those mega fights, in those pressure fights, the 60 fights. Yo, in 60 fights,
We're gonna
he's
see
faced
it. Look.
southpaws, switch
Let me tell
fighters,
you. Let me tell
orthodox. He's seen it all, man. Like
you.
that doesn't
Experience.
have any factor in your
Experience.
mind.
Look, experience is gonna
Mm,
play a factor. This is the
yeah.
reason why Canelo's not gonna get washed because he's gonna be the best fighter that Terrence Crawford ever faced.
Hmm.
He's not just gonna be out there getting washed. He's
Yeah.
gonna be putting hands on Crawford.
Yeah.
The problem with y'all assessment is that you think you're gonna hit Crawford. Crawford's gonna boo, Upa's got Boa 11 years ago. Bravo him. So that's gonna mean something. That shit don't mean shit, bro.
Okay.
You're
Here's
looking
what
at
I
the
think.
Terrence Crawford. The Terrence Crawford that Canelo's gonna hit is not the same Terrence Crawford that
Like I'm
Gamboa
going ahead.
hit, bro.
True, true. But here's what I think. Putting on weight, he's gonna be slower. He's gonna be tired more
I bet
easily
you he's
because
gonna
of
be
the
faster than
pressure.
Canelo. I
The
bet you he's gonna be faster than
Yeah,
Canelo.
because Canelo, he's old and smart now, so he takes his time. He doesn't waste punches. Yo, he looks like a beast. He
I
does
don't
look
know.
like a
Look, I
beast.
don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why you think this dude's gonna be slow. This dude's gonna be
Yo,
crazy
I
fast,
think
devilish fast.
yeah, but I think that yo,
There's not gonna
it's
be
too much
nothing
weight.
slow about this dude, bro. And I want you to understand something. I want you to understand something, the hydro grind.
Uh,
This dude that you see right there
yeah,
is still about 7 or 8 pounds over.
yeah, he's gonna cut.
You know how this dude gonna be looking like
Ripped,
Bruce Lee, bro.
ripped.
Remember Bruce Lee in the movies when he go like that? That's how he gonna be looking,
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna be ripped. I know he's gonna be ripped. But
bro.
what I'm predicting is a 10th round stoppage on the stool. Not because he's getting too many punches, but I think his coach Bomac will say
Hold on.
this
A
is enough.
sleepy stoppage or the
No, no, no,
referee
no, no.
stepping in stoppage?
No, like he goes back to his corner after the 10th round or before the 10th round, let's say between the ninth and the 10th.
They pull the plug on it.
And Bomac, his trainer says, "Yo, Crawford, I'm pulling the plug off." Why? Because he's gonna. I think he's gonna be. Not. I think. I'm pretty sure he's going to be tired, man. With fighting all those rounds with all that weight, the pressure that Canelo
Is that
has,
what? Look,
the
let me
mega.
tell you
Yo,
something.
those lights.
Look
Yo,
what it is I don't
Crawford fights in
understand.
Omaha. He
Look
fights
what
in
I,
Omaha.
look what I don't understand about your assessment, the hydrogram. Here's what I don't
Yeah.
understand. When we look at Terrence Crawford, this guy is the example of what it is to be a super athlete. A guy that you know you yourself
Mhm.
that he's a gym rat, that he's
Yeah.
always training, that
Yeah.
he's always strong.
Yeah.
I don't understand why would that thought even enter your mind that he's gonna get tired and he's gonna be slow because this guy has a
Yeah.
physique that you're looking at, bro.
Yeah.
This
Absolutely.
guy has a physique to go 40 rounds right now, man. What
Yeah.
are you talking about? You're
Okay.
looking at
Here's
him.
why I say that. Here's what I
You're
say
looking
that.
at an athletic guy right there, bro.
Yeah, but here's what I
He's
say
gonna get
that.
tired if
Yo,
this is the way.
I
Nah,
used to
bro.
box myself, and in the gym, yo, in the gym I could spar infinite number of rounds and like hard sparring, like we're going at it. But there's something about fight night. The pressure, you got your people there, the like yo, it adds an extra weight and it is tiring. And I think, yo, this is the biggest fight in a lot of time that we've seen. Netflix, all of this, it's in a huge stadium that has a lot of weight to your it adds it's just adds it adds up a lot of weight because in the gym he's with let's say 10 people and he's comfortable, he's in his area, he's with his people. It's different, man. You can
I want
train
you to think
super hard.
about this. I want you to think about this.
Yeah.
Think about the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight.
Hmm.
Think about Think about the build up for that fight. Think
Yeah.
about how many times we went back and forth, like for a few years, about
Hmm.
who's gonna win that fight, how it's gonna play out, and
Yeah.
then the whole saga of Errol unifying titles on that side of the street while
Hmm.
they froze Crawford out in top
Hmm.
rank. We all follow that like it was
Yeah.
like it was days of our lives, like it was a
Yeah.
soap,
Every day.
right? Well, everything that was happening and the way
Yeah.
these fighters were teaming up to fight each other and not we not
Hmm.
fighting you and the whole side of the street narrative that was born at that time. You remember that?
Yeah.
And finally, Terrence Crawford got in the ring with Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Now, at that time,
Mhm.
was that or not, without a shred of doubt, the biggest fight in boxing?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
all I'm trying to tell you, brother, Terrence Crawford been here before. What are you talking about the big stage? This guy's been here before and turned in the biggest performance of his life
Yeah.
at this stage. He's been
Yeah.
here, my guy. And the thing about being here is
Hmm.
that he's also been here where they said that his opponent was too big. You said
Yeah.
the opponent was too big. You said the opponent was too
Hmm.
strong. You said he was gonna get knocked out. You
Yeah.
said he wasn't gonna be able to handle the power. Does
Yeah.
all of that narrative sound familiar?
Yeah, it does, but I still think it's different, man. Like
Uh,
The Canelo show is different, bro. I still think it's different, but I do get it. Like yo,
Terrence
and don't
Crawford
get me
is
wrong, because
different too. You're gonna
I
find
see
out.
that Mr. KO, who is it? It was it Mr. KO? Yeah, Mr. KO said, bro, think Crawford not ready. Yo, guys, don't get me wrong, Crawford, he's ready. He's been ready. Yo, just look at the last picture that Jay Smith showed. Crawford is in the best shape of his life. And since he doesn't have to like weight cut and all of that, he's going to be the best Crawford we have ever seen. He is ready. But what I think is that the best version of Crawford, which is what we are going to see, will not be able to pull this off.
Alright.
Unfortunately, I think he will come up short
Alright.
because of way too many things. I don't want to bring up like the
But the
weight thing
but the
again,
thing that
but
but
like it's a lot of
that's the
things.
thing. Look, the weight, like I told you, the weight is your primary argument. And we got
Cause
so many
it
examples to show.
matters. Cause it matters, man. It matters. He's gonna
All
be
right.
tired, slower.
He's not gonna
Um,
look. You're saying he's gonna be tired, slower, and
yeah.
I'm telling you, he's not gonna be tired, and he's gonna be faster. He's gonna be an athletic beast on like you never seen. And you talk about
I
slow,
base
like
I really base myself a lot on like what
bro,
did the fighter look at his
bro.
last
Look,
fight.
you're saying that this guy's gonna be slower and tired.
No, yo,
You
he
can't even
looks.
like I can't believe that you could look at this image, keep a straight face, and say he's gonna be slow and tired. Come on, come on, bro. That level of cap. Look, is there anybody in looking at this image that I can say, yeah, he's gonna be slow and tired,
It's his first
bro?
fight at 168.
hold on, look, 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 look. Hold on. Look at
It's
the image.
and he'll wait in at
Look at
168. He'll
the image.
probably
Look
fight
at
at
this image real quick.
175,
The
180.
hydro grind. Look at this image real quick.
Yeah.
I want you to say with a straight face that he's gonna be slow and tired. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah,
Say it
yo.
with a straight face, though. Look at the image. I want you to look at it while you say it, though. Look at the
Yeah.
image and be like, yeah, based on that, he's still
It
gonna be.
doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. But
Oh,
I do think that it will be a factor. He will be tired and slow. And in the 10th round, Bomac will say, man, that is enough. We've had enough. We've had enough. But I'm telling you, man, yo,
y'all see it, my
it's a
people. We
lot of
got the
fun.
receipt. The
Those
hydro
body
grind
shots,
said that
Canelo's
this
body
man right
shots.
here is gonna be slow and tired. We got the receipt. We
Yeah.
gonna find out.
Round 10. Round 10. Round 10. Yo, cause yo, remember Canelo, yo, he's gonna be hitting his arms. Yo, Canelo, yo, he's insane, bro. Listen, Crawford will have more weight than he's gonna fight at a weight that he's never fought before. He's gonna weigh in at 168, probably fight at like 180, let's say 175, 180. It's a lot of weight. The lights, the stadium, all the people, the pressure from the day of the weigh-in to the post-fight is gonna be super
The
like
pressure.
media
What
and all that.
pressure?
The pressure because
Me and you just
he has
spoke
to
about what he
accomplish
did to
greatness.
Arrow. Me and
The
you just spoke about what he did to Arrow in the biggest fight
Yeah,
in boxing. What
but
pressure
now
you
we're talking
talking
about
about?
making history.
Bro, this guy eat
So
pressure for breakfast.
You
You
think
not
Terrence doesn't
understanding?
think
Look, look,
about
look,
history?
look. When you watch, like, let me give you an example. When we
Mhm.
watch Michael Jordan win
Yeah,
4 chips,
yeah,
did we really think that he was worried about pressure when he was gonna
yeah,
win the 5th chip? This guy been undisputed twice, bro. He's going undisputed for the 3rd time. He won the biggest fight in
yeah.
boxing in the
And
biggest
that
performance. And you
mhm.
talking about pressure? This guy eat pressure for breakfast, bro.
Okay, but will
What
he
pressure
make
you talking about?
if he wins, he's gonna make
Bro,
history.
this guy. So he didn't make history when he beat Errol.
Yeah, but that's
He's
an
been
extra
here
chip.
before.
That's an
He's
extra
been here
chip.
before, bro.
That's an extra chip in
Come
his
on,
mind.
bro. That's why I made the example of Michael Jordan.
That's
When he
an
had
extra
5 rings, we didn't
yeah.
think the six. Oh, he got too much pressure for ring number 6. We expect him to win it because he knows how to do it. And I need you to
Yeah.
understand, son.
Mhm.
Terrence Crawford, he never lost, right?
No.
Canelo, he knows how to lose already. He already done it
Absolutely.
twice. That's it.
Absolutely,
He
yeah.
he know how to lose.
Okay,
When a
but
fighter don't know how to lose, that's different, bro.
but listen,
It's different.
speaking about that,
Canelo know how to get his ass whooped.
yeah,
He know
and
how
he
to
knows
do
how to
that.
beat undefeated fighters.
Yeah, but he know how to get
School
whooped.
undefeated,
He know
Berlanga
how to get
undefeated,
whooped.
Berlanga undefeated, Mungia undefeated, School
Okay,
undefeated,
okay. Canelo was looking like a bird.
Bivol,
Yo,
okay, Plant
hold on,
undefeated,
cause okay, you want to look like a
Saunders
boxer. Look,
undefeated,
but you're gonna tell me what we already know.
Caleb
Why you
Smith
don't tell me? Look,
undefeated.
look. Why
Did
you
I keep
don't tell me?
going?
You're gonna say the facts that we already know, but why you don't tell me that Canelo was made to look like a Burger King night shift supervisor versus Dimitri Bivol?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he made a mistake,
Floyd made him look like he twirling burritos in Taco Bell.
but he learned a lot with Floyd.
No, that's true. That's true. I gotta give you that.
He
I
learned a
gotta give
lot.
you.
Yeah, he learned a
He
lot.
came out of that fight better.
Yeah, and I don't I don't think Crawford has better skills than Floyd. So Canelo has already been there in there with someone who's a technician like that.
But he hit a lot harder than Floyd. A lot harder.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I think Canelo can take it. So like with everything that I said, Canelo's arm shots, body shots,
Look what
all
Justin
of that,
Miguel said. Look what Justin Miguel said. Bebo spoon fed Canelo like a
like a
baby.
baby.
Bro. Had
Yeah.
Canelo looking like the Gerber baby. Come on,
Oh man.
bro.
Hydro
Come on, we
Grind must be
seen
in the
it.
kitchen because he cooking. Yes,
And
sir.
it's like y'all will point out that Crawford got wobbled and
Yeah.
forget that Canelo got beat up twice in the same process.
But
Like if
but
Canelo got beat up twice,
mhm.
you should never point out that Crawford got wobbled. Like, what do you mean wobbled?
but
What do you
look
mean
at his two
wobbled?
defeats against Mayweather, which is
Okay,
yo, Crawford fights
okay.
Mayweather, he's gonna lose.
Against a 36-year-old Mayweather.
But yo, it's
36-year-old
Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Mayweather today. Mayweather grabs Terrence Crawford and whoops his ass.
Now you're wilding.
Okay, no,
Terrence
no,
Crawford will
I
knock
went,
him out.
no. Me pasé, me pasé.
Te pasaste, te pasaste. You took it too far with that one.
I went a little too far there. But yeah, no, like losing to Mayweather it's not a big deal. And Bivol, yo, Canelo went up in weight. He tried to make history. It was a bad idea.
Look. Jo said, look, let me debunk something real quick.
Yeah.
Jo said that Canelo was 23 years old also. Now let me just
Mhm.
point something out real quick. Xander Sayers just won a title at 21 years old. Look at this. Oscar De La Hoya,
Mhm.
Floyd Mayweather, Tito Trinidad, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, all of them won a title by or before 23 years old.
Mhm.
Okay, we
Yeah.
can find an endless list of great fighters who won by or before 23.
Mhm.
Therefore, to suggest that Canelo, with over 40 fights, was too young at 23, that's just goofballery.
No, yeah, no,
That's
no. That's not. It's not valid.
goofballery.
It's not
Never
valid.
say that Canelo was too young at 23. Because
Yeah.
we acknowledge him as a great fighter, right? I think we both agree.
Yeah.
You agree that he's a
Absolutely.
great fighter. Hall of
Absolutely.
Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
No
Okay
doubt.
then. So we have to hold him to the same measuring stick as the
Mhm.
other great fighters. Don't tell me that he was too young at
No.
23.
No. No.
Because
No.
then if you tell me that he was too young at 23, then you also got to tell me that he's not as great as you think he is.
Yeah.
Right?
And
So he can
for a
be great,
fact,
but too young at 23. Can
yeah,
be
yeah,
both.
yeah. And I think that Canelo, he wasn't, in my opinion, he wasn't great, but he became great with time. But when I saw Canelo against Mayweather, I wasn't like, yo, Canelo's the is the next big guy. I never thought, to be honest, that he would be at the level he's at right now. I think he played his cards right. Absolutely. He fought some fighters when they wasn't really the time to fight him. He played his cards right, but he also gained a lot of experience. And I do think that right now to beat Canelo is super hard, man. It's like I don't see who can do it. To be honest, I don't see it.
I know,
I think he'll retire undefeated.
but I'm pretty sure that you didn't see Dimitri Bivol beating him either.
I did not, but there was the weight factor that I was thinking about. Yeah, man, he moving up light heavyweight. And I was like, oh, but he beat Kovalev, who was a light heavyweight, but Kovalev was washed, so I don't know. So that the weight thing was on my mind, but yeah, I think I don't know, man. Do you know who might beat Canelo? Maybe, which is a crazy fetch, but maybe Shiraz, because he's tall. He's super tall. The performance he put on against Berlanga was surprising. Canelo starts slow, and Shiraz just like goes in from the first bell. So I think maybe Shiraz has a shot, but other than that, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see no one beating him. But you know what? September 13th is around the corner. Only 7 days left. A week left. And yo, I hope on the 14th you better turn on this live, Jay Smith.
No, no,
Jay Smith,
bro.
on the 14th you
I'm
turn
gonna
on the
show
live.
you. I'm gonna show you how I'm pulling up. How I'm pulling
Yeah.
up on y'all on the 14th.
Hey, hey,
I'm gonna show you.
hey.
I'm gonna show you how.
Yeah,
Cause the 14th is gonna be different. Shit gonna be different on the 14th, bro.
yeah.
On the 14th, I'm pulling up. Yo, look.
Hey,
This how
hey. Oh my
how I'm pulling
God.
up on you niggas. I'm pulling up
Yo,
with the apron broke. It's gonna be a cooking show out
it's
here.
gonna be a cooking show.
It's gonna be this how I'm gonna be pulling up on y'all on the 14th.
Oh man, yo, everybody should tune up
Yo,
on me. Turn in, man.
yo,
Tune in.
yo, J.O. and the rest of the Crawford haters, they getting cooked, bro. Y'all getting
Yo, on,
cooked.
on the 14th, I want to see everybody here, no matter what side you're on, no matter if you won or you lose. Because you know what? It like business wise, it might be a draw. Business wise, it might be a draw.
Look, if it's
You boxing is
I'm gonna tell
business.
you, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you why. Business wise, it would be. However, you have to take something into consideration.
Mhm.
they already have a rematch clause. They already have that in place.
True.
So the only way that there's no rematch is if somebody get like absolutely
Yeah.
washed, destroyed,
Yeah.
pummeled. Then it's not gonna be a rematch. And
Yeah.
I don't think Crawford is gonna pummel him like that. ¿Tú me
Yeah.
entiendes?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Canelo's not gonna get his ass beat like that till he can't get a rematch.
Yo, oh man. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. But it's gonna be wild. On the 13th and on the 14th. 14th, everybody got to tune in, man. It's gonna be incredible. And yo, Jay Smith, I want to congratulate you. Like just talking something else. Yo, you've been through a lot, like with the shadow band things, with the veggie salad, with the yo. It's a lot of people just trying to like
Forces against
to
me.
yeah, man. And yo, you've been here, yo. You turn on that camera every single fucking morning, bro. You're here and you do it no matter what, no matter if you're shadow banned, no matter if the veggie salad is putting in 100 comments and like driving you crazy. Yo, you've been here and yo, that's consistency is key, bro. And like, like right now we're seven. And I know this channel will grow to be like the top channel. Cause here we speak facts, bro. You speak facts. And a lot of times I've told you like I come in with yo, this is like that, and you say, yo, but wait, like the Inoue factor that you then when I told you, yeah, but Inoue has been dropped, and you showed me like the video, like, yo, his stability, like his stance and what, like you analyze things. You're not only here pushing narratives. You're not only here trying to, oh, Crawford's gonna win because Crawford is gonna win. No, you try to really dissect the things, and I think that has value. You bring value to the community, and man, we're gonna keep yo. Boxing is gonna, man.
Yo, de verdad que eso yo lo aprecio mucho, manito. I
Yeah,
really
man.
appreciate it, because
Yeah,
people don't see, and you're a content creator yourself, people don't
yeah.
see the hard work that goes behind the camera.
Nah, man.
They think you just get on here and that's it. They don't know,
Yeah.
especially, I drop a lot of shorts, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
videos, and I try to do a lot of creative stuff. So there goes a lot of writing, a lot of brainstorming, trying to come up with ideas, trying to present something different to the people where they could say, yo,
Yeah.
this is good boxing content, but it's different than what everybody else is doing. This looks
Mm-hmm.
and feels different.
Yeah.
Like we having a real boxing
Exactly.
conversation. We not out
Yeah.
here. That's why I say, yo, when somebody, I always tell the people in the comment section, like, you don't have to agree with me. We could disagree all
Yeah.
day long. We could trash talk each other. I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You hit me, I hit you right back.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is the fake narrative. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like the making of stuff
Yeah.
to attack somebody. The look at the Crawford and Victor Conti stuff that they
Mm-hmm.
trying to do right now. If you go in the comments and that's all you trying to push out there, I'm gonna block your ass.
No, yeah, because like
Block your
you
ass.
you could say it like, but stop trying to push things that aren't.
Exactly. Like if you
Yeah.
want to bring it up as a talking point,
Nah.
like what do we think about this, and we
Yeah.
address it.
We could
But
discuss it.
if we move on and that's what you want to keep drilling in,
Yeah,
you out of
man.
here, bro.
And
You
like
out of here.
without any facts saying like, yo, Terrence, he's on steroids or like, bro, like, come on, man. Like,
Look
we
what
gotta
Ernest
keep it clean.
Morales said. Look what Ernest Morales said. We're all about integrity, and that's a
That's the
fact, brother.
word. That's
Brian
the word.
Romero, what's your channel, my brother?
The
And they
Hydra
talking to you, the
grind.
Hydro Grind. They talking to you.
It's the Hydra grind. I'll put it in the chat so
Yeah,
you guys can.
put it right there in the chat.
Yeah,
And put your Instagram up too, my brother.
yeah. Let me.
Put your
Where can
IG
I?
up. So my people, look, when you're a content creator,
Mm-hmm.
from the other side, you don't see a lot of the things that go on, a lot of the hating that go on, a lot of the envy, a lot of the jealousy and hate.
Yeah.
There's people, and Branyo Romero. I want you to take this into consideration. The hydro grind. Think about this.
Mm.
There's people out there who will work harder to try to destroy you than they will work to try to save themselves.
That's true. That's the
Don't let
Jace
that slip.
Stradamus word of the day right there.
Don't let that slip away.
Yeah.
Motherfucker could be drowning. Instead of
Mm-hmm.
trying to save himself from drowning, he's gonna try to drown you.
Yeah.
You
It's
couldn't
crazy.
live, but you don't even care, but you just want to drown that other person.
Yeah.
And
No,
there's
it's
people
crazy.
like that. Because if you think about it, the people, even some of the people, bro, there's people out there who have dedicated themselves to hate on me.
Yeah,
Which,
yo, it's just like, yo, it's crazy.
like,
Like, what
bro,
are you doing with your life, man? Like,
but it's not only that, bro. I understand if you want to be hating on Crawford and all,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, on Floyd, but
Hmm.
bro, I'm not even famous. B, what the fuck is you doing?
It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Like I don't even got my foot in the door, bro, and I'm
Yeah,
building a hater group already
and they're
without even
hating.
getting in.
Oh man, it's insane.
So there's people. There's always gonna be people out there, bro, that
Always.
they don't even show you that
Hmm.
they want to stop your progress, but they trying to find a way to stop your
They're
progress.
trying to do it. They're trying to do it, man. But we keep on striving. We keep on winning.
We keep on
And
pushing,
yeah, man.
and I tell you what, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest with you.
Mhm.
To me,
Yeah.
you know how I see it.
Yeah.
My success in boxing is already there. I just gotta
Hmm.
wait for when it shows up. But it's I
Yeah.
feel like it's guaranteed. So
Yeah. It's like
none of
when you
the
said you
goofballery.
only need one person.
What happened?
It's like when you said you only need the right person to look at you. Only one, and that's it.
There's one person that say, "Yo, let's do this, let's do that."
And it's over.
And not only that, I'm also working on some projects in the background that I'm not mentioning yet because it's still in developing stages. But I'm working on different things. There's things that I'm gonna get done in boxing. So
Yeah.
ain't nobody stopping my motion.
No, man, they can't. They
They
can't
can't.
stop the motion, man.
Come
Mr.
on.
KO, even though you're going with Canelo to win, much respect for coming up here and speaking your side. But we'll all be here the day of and the day after. Mr. KO, I hope you're gonna be here the day of and the day after,
No.
cause
Mr. K is gonna be here to celebrate. I want to know where you gonna
yo,
be at.
Mr. KO, you better be here. Bring some tissue, cause you're gonna be crying. You're gonna be crying.
He gonna
I'm
be
gonna be
crying.
laughing.
Yo, but come on, Mr. KO is the type of person that I could picture him crying out of happiness. It's gonna be a tearjerker,
Oh man, I can't wait. All right, man.
my brother.
I'm out of here, man. Yo,
Yo,
guys, hit the like, hit the like. We need to like more likes we get, the quicker we get off of this shadow ban thing. Hit the like, share it. If you guys got, I know a lot of people have like groups of like boxing groups and things like that. Shoot it in the group. We need to keep on growing, keep on winning, and yeah, real boxing over here.
y'all already know my people. The
All right.
Hydro Grind in the
Yeah.
building. We're gonna see him again after Crawford
Absolutely.
put the beats on Canelo. We gotta
Absolutely.
see him again. Don't be
After
disappearing.
Canelo beat that ass.
You already know, man.
Bye,
Appreciate you,
loco.
brother.
Ciao.
Nah, man, nah. Listen, my people. Listen. I'ma just say this. The Hydro Grind, y'all see that he got that energy on him. But I hope he don't pull an okey doke on the 14th. Because I know a lot of people out here, when we get to September 14th, their internet got messed up, their phone wasn't working, their YouTube application didn't want to open up, or you went out to get some weed and the weed got had you waiting too long and the whole life finished while you was waiting for it. Y'all gonna have all type of excuses on the 14th. But I don't want to hear none of them. I don't want to hear none of them. Show up with your tissue at hand, Mr. Kale. Don't forget my tissues. You peep right? JJ said that J Smith. Get him the fuck out of here. I'm telling you, when we get together on the 14th, I don't want to hear none of the excuses. I'ma just be asking y'all what happened. How did Canelo just take the beating of a lifetime? And y'all gonna have to give me some type of explanation. Brian Romero, Lester Martinez said the Crawford is faster and is punching harder now. Look, the narrative, the Hydro Grind, I want to see him so bad on the 14th. The whole, he's gonna be fat and slow. I don't know. I don't know the Hydro Grind. I really don't know. J.O., I think you are seeing it more our way. JJ's in their house. Mr. Kale, Brascaro, Kale, I'm gonna have my popcorn ready. They gonna hide. You see, I remember when Crawford was gonna fight Errol, mad people was telling me, yeah, I'ma see you. I'ma see you. Yeah. The same day in the morning, people was like, yeah, I'ma see you, homie. Don't go hiding. Yo, after Crawford pummeled Errol's fence, I didn't see none of them. I don't know what happened, bro. Everybody who said they was gonna see me, I didn't see them. I don't know, my people. But we're 1 week away from Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Somebody told me somebody told me that they did a screenshot of a portion while me and the Hydro Grind was talking. I can't remember who it was. Somebody in the chat. Whoever did that video, my peoples, if you could shoot it over to me so I could post it as well. Mr. KO, gonna celebrate and eat carne asada tacos. Oh man, that's how you're gonna celebrate that joint. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that now that I think about it. Some tacos for that day. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, bro. I think I'm rocking with the tacos for that day. Brian Romero, are you beating? Are you betting on this fight? I don't usually bet, but I put money on this fight. So I'm on the same boat. I usually don't bet, but I'm gonna put a little something on this fight on Crawford. Just to flip a little something. Mr. KO will eat lame Taco Bell. Ah, man. Come on, Mr. KO. You gonna eat Taco Bell, bro? Nah, that's whack. Don't eat no taco. Eat some real Mexican joints. You do know that Taco Bell ain't even Mexican, right? JJ's in there. My birthday is on the 14th. Yes, let's go. Ooh, you're gonna be celebrating, bro. Yo, to everybody who's rocking with Terrence Crawford on the 14th, I already told you I was gonna be the official song, right? We are the champion. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. That's all I got. My people, I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Y'all already know this was a Saturday edition of Boxing for Breakfast. Again, ain't no shadow ban stopping us from doing what we do, my peoples. I appreciate everyone who tuning in. One love to Mr. KO, Brascarell, JJ's in there, and everybody else, the Hydro Grind who showed up today and was talking his talk, Brian Romero, everybody else. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Y'all already know. This was another special episode of Boxing for Breakfast. I'm your host, Jay Smith, and I'm getting the hell out of here, my peoples. See you guys on Monday for Boxing for Breakfast early in the morning. We're going to do what we do. I'm out of here, my peoples. One love. Bam. No time for losers.